Before you get too absorbed in the shopping, take a moment right now, because it's going to be a powerful moment. We've heard that Raw are presenting Fresh Faces for 2023, a platform for incredible talent to show that to the rest of the world. And joining us on the stage right now is Firelily, who gets a prize just for her name. A rising star from the mother city, she is making her mark. She has established herself as one of the most exceptional and exciting young poets out there, renowned for her profound and soul-stirring verses and the performance elements. So can we get a big round of applause again? You must be applauded every time we see you and speak to you. Awesome to have you here.
Thank you for having me. Representing
your art. And it begs a question, because you performed on stages with some incredible musicians and artists. So when you create your work, are you thinking about the performance element and how it translates? Because that's a big part of how you drive these incredible words. Or is it in the wordsmith element? How does this process look like for you?
I think it's a mixture of both, but mainly the words, because poetry started for me as a therapeutic mechanism, not necessarily to perform. It was never, the intent was never to perform. It just happened, and it happened with Raw, actually. My very first time was with Raw.
That's incredible. So that underpins the importance of having these opportunities, these platforms. What do you get out of it? Being able to process, and I've seen it with the very healthy mental state of most of the musicians who rock up here after having written an album. They've processed COVID. They've processed loss. What does that process give you?
It helps me deal with what happened. So I can't write in the moment while it's happening to me. I write after it has transpired, so that I can heal and then go out and cause other people to relate and heal with me.
Propagate.
So yeah, that's basically what I do.
Because we often don't have the, I'm getting goosebumps as I hear you say that, because I know what's coming now, but I think often we don't have the words or the emotional intelligence or language to be able to process ourselves. So you help us. Are you an extroverted introvert or an introverted extrovert?
I'm an ambivert, so I'm a mixture of both.
I love that.
Depending on the crowd and where I find myself.
Because sometimes you do have to go inward to find those places. And this is the right kind of stage for that, because we don't have a stadium full of people. You'll get that. You'll get your opportunity to shine on a stage. So this first performance that you're going to be bringing us, this moment in time, what's informing that?
So this poem was written from a childhood experience, so we didn't have a lot of things, we weren't as fortunate, so my toys, my clothes were all secondhand. And not that I have anything against secondhand things, because I love thrift shops, but later on in life as an adult I realized that that had kind of messed with my thinking, where I didn't trust people because I was afraid they'll speak about what they do for me, or they'll tell everyone that they did that thing for me. So I ended up having this, like, I got me and I will make it work on my own and not depend on people. And that's sometimes not healthy, because you need people in this life.
Completely, but asking for help is the toughest thing I've certainly ever had to learn to do. So I get that. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to feel the depth of your emotion here. Thank you for taking us to your vulnerable place. I think we're going to help a lot of people. You can get your head into the zone. I am absolutely relishing this opportunity to see a different side of the performing arts. Firelily is performing a poem called Hand Me Down. The stage is hers.
If I could time travel, I'd go to the very first time I had my first hand-me-down. I'd place on me the most expensive price tag. Then I would beautifully fold myself on top of all those second-hand clothes in that black bag, so that when old Chelsea opens up that bag, I'd be the first one to jump out and hug me, then whisper gently in my ears and say, Chelsea, you are worth more than a hand-me-down. Then I would hand me a crown that read N-E-W. But then I'd have to leave and go to the very first time I heard the words, Chelsea, my clothes look nice on you. I would shout louder than those words and say, Chelsea, that smile looks nice on you. Then I'd get into my time machine and go to the very first time my brothers and I had a second-hand expired meal. I would go to the nearest store and buy the most freshest food, no lie. It would be the nicest food my brothers and I have ever eaten. But then I'd have to leave and go to the very first door my brothers and I knocked on for some bread money. I would gladly open up that door, look at me and say, Chelsea, this too shall pass. And when I am done with my past, I'll come back to who I am now and remind myself that it is okay to accept new mercies every morning. I would trade every second-hand boyfriend and hand-me-down friendship for newness. I would empty out my shopping cart, proceed to check out, and check out every reason why I, Chelsea Goliath, deserve new things, because God paid a heavy price for me to be here. So happy new year, happy new me, happy healed me, because the old has gone and the new has come. This is the transition from hand-me-down down to new creation. This is a celebration, because I, Chelsea Goliath, am finally a new creation. Thank you.
Wow. Hand me down, lift me up. Absolutely beautiful. If you want to plug into that. Fresh Faces 2023. An explosion of creativity happens at the Roxy Review Bar at Grand West on the 4th. $150 is going to get you access to this and a whole lot more. Get onto Cricket right now. Wow.